Day Rip in Dubai. Hello there everybody and welcome to OpenFed Gaming. You're listening to the OpenFed. We are driving a Nissan Skyline GTR Group A car. We're driving it in our semi-pro season. We're at a Heritage Super Tours Finally Round 1 event. And we're driving it through the streets of Dubai on the Jumeirah Beach Run. I hope I pronounced that right. We're doing 3 laps. We're driving during the day with clear skies, and we started 11th of 22. Now these laps are fairly long. They're going to take a little while to do, but we still don't really want to spend any time sitting back and doing nothing and looking at what the track is like. That's all fine and dandy, but you want to try and move up a position or two as you go along. Get reacquainted with the track if you know it. Look at where the straight stretches are, where there's a possibility of passing. Pass a few cars while you're at it, and try to get to the front, the middle, anywhere from the middle to the front of the pack in the first lap. If you can manage to do that, then you're sitting pretty good for the second and third lap. Because the second lap you can get a little bit more aggressive and you can drive a little bit faster because you know what the lap is like. Where the turns are, where you can speed up, where you can pass. Stuff like that. So first lap survey, second lap attack, third lap cruise. So hopefully that is the way we're going to do it. Now we are already in 6th place. We're still in the first lap, but don't let that fool you. Just because we shot up to 6th, now 5th place, we've only got 4 cars left in front of us. And 3 of them are right there. And like I've always said, the 4th one's just up ahead. As long as you can see your competition in front of you, they can't get away from you. You know, because if they can get away from you, then you wouldn't be able to see them. They'd be out of sight. But they're not. They're right in front of you, and you can see them. So you know exactly how hard you got to push to try and catch up to them. Now we are not even halfway through the race yet, so we got lots of time, and we're in a really good position because we're just going to try and keep up with these guys, and when there's an opportunity, this one right in front of us, we're going to sneak by them, and then we'll be in 3rd place, and we're going to try and move up to be at least in 2nd by the end of this lap. And we're in the 2nd lap now, by the way. Now before I forget, because I always kind of forget, that's why I don't remember myself, and that's why I do it. We are driving in Grid Legends. I have to remind you, and be careful, because anything, and I do mean anything, can happen. Cars can lose tires, spin out, flip. They can do all sorts of weird stuff in front of you, and at the same time take you out of the race in the process. So keep an eye out. Use a little bit of common sense. Don't drive too close behind them, and if you do have to tailgate, try and tailgate off to one side a little bit. That's what I prefer to do. It doesn't always work out, but that's what I try. At least we're aware of it, and if we're aware of it, maybe, see, like that. If you are aware of it and you see it in time, you can react to it and maybe miss them. Now I've ran into cars lots in this game where I just had no opportunity. It just happened so quickly, and it's just, it's over before you know it. Anyhow, we are ripping along here, we're getting close to the end of the 2nd lap, and we are in 2nd place, but that still doesn't mean anything, because just because you're up ahead doesn't mean you're going to stay there, because the guy behind us is only, not even a second behind us, and if you look in the rearview mirror, you can see them. And I always caution people, when you can see cars in your rearview mirror, that means that they are close enough that they can rip by you if you run into the wall or if you run into another car. Even running into a wall will slow you down enough that a car half a second to a second behind you will be in front of you. And by the time you get going again, that car is going to be gone. So it's of the utmost importance that you try and drive a clean race, not run into the walls or cars or anything like that, and for heaven's sakes, don't spin out. As we're coming around the corner here, we are finishing our second lap. And as you notice, we're still in second place. We're still chasing this guy. Now, sometimes it's kind of nice to have a pace car in front of you. I always, when I'm leading, I tend to forget how fast I got to drive, how hard I got to push the race to keep the same distance in between me and the other guy. And I don't always look at the display on the monitor. So I like having a pace car, but sooner or later you got to dump him too, and you got to take over the lead, and you know, as they say, take the horse by the reins and let's take over the race and let's see if we can win this thing. So we pass him with, well, half a lap, maybe a little bit over half a lap to go, and we just kind of try and cruise through these last few turns without going too fast and losing control. Like I said, we don't want to brush by the wall or the fence or anything like that. We just want to have a nice clean race. We got a 2.5 to 3 second lead over the next guy, and if we keep going like this, we should be okay. Well, I tell you, this is an absolutely beautiful race. The graphics are fantastic. I love driving through the streets of the cities, this being Dubai. I like Chicago, Moscow, London, all those ones, the races where they have them driving through the streets. Oh, and let's not forget Havana. I love those ones because the graphics are great, and if you got a nice car to drive like this one that really handles well and takes to the road, it's a dream. And like I said, sometimes when you get out in front, you can just let her rip and just use up the track, race from side to side, full width of the track, without running into anything, and try to get around as fast as you can. It's just joy. It's just an awful lot of fun. Really enjoyed this one again, and like I said, I hope you guys do too, and hopefully we'll see you back here again real soon. Until the next time, you've been racing with the OPAFET.